Monday evening. So I've just got over the jet lag. This was the first proper night's sleep since we got here.
Yeah.
So yeah, hoping that it equates to a good tournament today.
But you had jet lag and you still jumped into an event.
Yeah, I played two. You only live once, Tower, right?
Absolutely. What have you played so far?
I played the 2.5K freeze out yesterday, which is weird for me because I'm normally firing loads of bullets. So playing a freeze out was different.
Yeah.
But yeah, did all right, but then lost a couple of annoying ones. Nothing really to report. And then we're in the homecoming or housewarming or whatever it's called.
The homecoming is something like that. $500, yeah.
$500. There's over 3,000 runners today in day 1A.
This
is just crazy.
I think this one is the first biggest test for the new venue.
Yeah.
How's it holding up so far?
Really good so far. Like, it's much better than I thought it was going to be. Yesterday I was in the Paris side for the 2.5K freeze out.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest room. That's where most of the day ones are going to be. And that was brilliant. The layout's really good.
Yeah.
The registration queues are pretty short. The toilets are massive. There's more than one working urinal, which is better than the Rio last year. So that was really good. And we're down Bally's End today because this day one's so big. They've had to use both rooms. And I've re-entered this one. And I went to the cage. Took me 2 minutes. And then took me 2 more minutes to get seated. So, yeah, it's really good so far. And I'm enjoying it. Like... So
is that one big room, or is it like the old Rio when it's got the Amazon room there, and then there's a room there, and then there's a room there?
So that's where it's a bit different. So Bally's and Paris are connected. Yeah. The Paris room is maybe a 5-minute walk from here, because you have to go through Bally's and then down the connection bit. And then the Bally's side, there's 2 rooms. There's the one big one in Paris, and then there's 2 in Bally's, which is this one, and then the it's called the CBS Studio, where they've got 5 feature tables, and all the other final tables are played in there, and maybe some of like the day 3s and stuff are in there as well. So it's a really good setup from what I've seen so far. Like, it doesn't seem to be any teething problems that everyone expected.
Are you actually like underground, or is it on the level floor of Bally's?
It's on the level floor of Bally's. So you know where you come in. You know the side entrance where all the cars go?
Yes.
You walk in there, turn left, straight line, and you're straight down to this bit. So
easy to find?
Really easy, yeah. I went straight in through Paris yesterday because I knew I was in the Paris ballroom. But if you come, just go into Bally's and you'll find everything straight away. It's really well signposted.
World Series signs everywhere, so everybody can just really navigate it really easy.
Yeah, the World Series cafe still here, where it's about $20 for a hot dog, but the rest of the food stuff's good because you're on the strip, so it's pretty easy to get everything, which is it is good, and it's pretty cheap. Like the majority of stuff nearby, it's just as long as you don't go to the World Series cafe, you're all right.
Yeah, just going backwards. The flight, the baggage, the PCR tests, was it all straightforward?
Yeah, we flew from Heathrow. You've just got to show proof of your test, and that's it. We didn't get it done at Heathrow. We got it done the day before in Leeds, and you just show it. You got your result on an email and show it, and it's pretty straightforward. Like, I know a lot of people are worried about, we've got to show our vaccine certificate, and we've got to show our test. Yeah, it's you get to the airport, and it's done within like a minute, because it's just where you go to drop your bags off. You just show you just show your stuff, and
face covering is optional when you get there.
Yeah, it's just like back at home. You don't have to wear it anywhere. We didn't even have to wear masks on the flight. So yeah, everything's just as it was, apart from we're at a different venue. That's it.
Yeah,
and it's
quickly
it's
show
really
us the
good.
room. Quickly show us the room. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my days. That's amazing.
And like I say, this isn't even the biggest room. I don't think we're able to get into the bit where the feature tables are now, so I'll have to maybe take some photos and send them over to you. But yeah, all in all, a very, very positive experience, barring the lack of cashes. But hopefully that'll change.
How long are you there for?
I'm only here 10 days, so I fly back next week tomorrow.
Okay.
But then I'm coming back out for the main event. Come back out for the main in July. So
you've got a promo.
I have got a promo.
Is that why you're going back?
No, I'm coming back to play the main, but the promo I'm very, very excited for. For those of the people that are watching that maybe don't know, I host a home game on a Tuesday night. Fellow sponsor Pro Katie hosts one on a Wednesday. We're going to run a monthly league, so it runs on a calendar month. So this one in June coming up, there'll be 4 games, and if you top the league over those 4 games, you will win an entry into a final. And in that final, there'll be 2 Vegas packages up for grabs, where those 2 winners will come to Vegas next year to play in a World Series event with Team Grosvenor, which is going to be really good. Very much looking forward to that. And actually what we're going to be doing is, I just said, if you top the league, it's actually going to be the top 3 people in the league that get into the final. And in that final, we're giving away 10 grand's worth of prizes, the 2 Vegas packages, and then a load of 225 tickets as well. Yeah. Because we're going to be running a load of satellites for Vegas for people to come with Team Grosvenor. So even if you don't win one of the 2 packages up for grabs, you still got a chance at getting in and qualifying again. So yeah, really, really excited for that. Very much looking forward to hosting it next year. So everyone just need to play on a Tuesday night. And for the ladies, you can play in mine, but you can also play in Katie's ladies game on a Wednesday as well for another chance to win. So yeah, best of luck to everyone that's going to take part in that.
Talking to Katie, it was her 40th the other day. Have you seen her?
I did. I saw her on her birthday.
Awesome.
She went to bed at 11:30 because she's getting old now, you know. She's getting on a bit, so she can't hack it anymore. But no, she's having a great time. She's out here with her mum and sister, so she's not playing loads of poker at the minute.
No.
But once her mum and sister go home, then I think she's going to be getting right on it and playing all the World Series events. I know she came here last night to have a look around, and I think the excitement was sprung on her. So she's looking forward to it now.
Excellent.
How's things in Luton?
Luton's good. It started well. Tim Chung's won the high roller.
When doesn't he win?
When doesn't he win? Ever.
When he's folding King's Prix.
Exactly. 100 for day 1A. So tomorrow should be really busy. I think over 350 for the main easy. It should be cracked.
Nice.
And you'll be coming back. One last question before you have to go and bite. Are you biting in again, or are you just sitting down with loads of chips?
No, I'm in again now. So we've just got a quick break now. So I'll be back in 5 minutes or so.
So quickly, what's the best meal you've had so far?
Best meal I've had so far.
Who's had some Wagyu? Any Wagyu bolognese going around?
I didn't have the Wagyu. Ellie had it, and I was very jealous. So we're at the Win, and she got a Wagyu beef fried rice, and honestly, it was amazing. And I'm just like staring at her food and drooling. I was like, "Oh, are you a bit full there?" But no, it was very good. So yeah, so I'll definitely be going there again at some point. Yeah, I mean the poker room's great there, but it's a good excuse to go as well.
Yep. Are they pretty prompt with all the breaks? Will they have to shoot off in a minute?
They have been. This one is. They're doing a colour up, so they said it will be at least 20 minutes.
Yeah. Are the announcements clear? Can you hear everything wherever you are?
So far, yeah. Everything's been pretty good. Like I can't fault anything yet. The only thing that anybody's said that may be a little bit of a downer, and it's nothing really, is that in the old Rio, all the rooms were next to each other. So if you had a 10-minute break, you could run and rail your friend in the other room.
Yeah.
With this one, it's quite far away to get to the Paris room, but I mean, it's a minor thing. Everything else is 10 times better than it was at the Rio, which I wouldn't have thought I said because I was a bit nostalgic when I was here in February, looking at the Rio, thinking, "No, I'm never going to go there again."
Yeah,
but no, it's really good so far.
It's all right for you. I remember Binions.
Binions, oh bloody hell! Yeah, that's going back a bit. They played the final table out on the street, didn't they? On Fremont Street.
They did, and a couple of the years they did indeed. They did indeed. Yeah. Finally, how many Brits are out there so far?
There's quite a few, to be honest, that I've seen. I know Jack's flying out at the moment. Jack Hardcastle's on his way.
Neil Farrell
I
was
think
one of the tip leaders earlier on in this. Said, "Come, you're in," because he's already got a mention on the online.
Yeah, he's fuming because it means he won't be able to play the daily deep stack. but no, he's on a bit of a heater as well at the moment, isn't he?
Yeah, he is indeed.
I need to leave the tournament.
You go. Get yourself off. Don't get shouted at by Jack Affle.
I think that is who shouted. So no, it was great to chat to you anyway, Tower.
Brilliant. Thanks for spending your break in Vegas with us.
That's all right.
You know we're gonna build your promo up for your Vegas promo for next year. That'll be built up on the stream. You know that.
Yeah. No, I appreciate it.
Have a great time.
Cheers, mate.
Say hello. Have a great time in Luton. Say hello to everybody.
I will.
And I'll see you on Tuesday.
Are you on your way? Are you coming on Tuesday? Are you?
I'll see you on Tuesday, son.
Oh, nice one, Tel. We'll celebrate. Good stuff, mate.
Jamie, thanks for taking time out in Vegas. Enjoy, and we'll see you next week.
I'll see you next Tuesday.
Nice one. Hey, live from Las Vegas. It's only Jamie Nixon.
How you doing, mate? You good?
I'm all right. How are you?
Yeah, all right. I'm a bit sunburned. Like I've proper done it in. Like I'm having to keep moisturising so it doesn't all like peel off. But yeah, we're here. We're all right in
Excellent.
the new Bally's.
Yes,
the Bally's. This isn't even the biggest room, believe it or not.
Really?
This is this isn't the biggest room. It's the second biggest room, I think.
Yeah. So when did you get there?
Crazy. Monday evening. So I've just got over the jet lag. This was the first proper night's sleep since we got here.
Yeah.
So yeah, hoping that it equates to a good tournament today.
But you had jet lag and you still jumped into an event.
Yeah, I played two. Yeah. You only live once, Tower, right?
Absolutely. What you played so far?
I played the 2.5K freeze out yesterday, which is weird for me because I'm normally firing loads of bullets. So playing a freeze out was different.
Yeah.
But yeah, did all right, but then lost a couple of annoying ones. Nothing really to report. And then we're in the homecoming or housewarming or whatever it's called.
The homecoming is something like that. $500, yeah.
$500. There's over 3,000 runners today in day 1A. Which is just crazy.
I think this one is the first biggest test for the new venue.
Yeah.
How's it holding up so far?
Really good so far. Like, it's much better than I thought it was going to be. Yesterday I was in the Paris side for the 2.5K freeze out.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest room. That's where most of the day ones are going to be. And that was brilliant. The layout's really good.
Yeah.
The registration queues are pretty short. The toilets are massive. There's more than one working urinal, which is better than the Rio last year. So that was really good. And we're down Bally's End today because this day one's so big. They've had to use both rooms. And I've re-entered this one. And I went to the cage. Took me 2 minutes. And then took me 2 more minutes to get seated. So, yeah, it's really good so far. And I'm enjoying it. Like... So
is that one big room, or is it like the old Rio when it's got the Amazon room there, and then there's a room there, and then there's a room there?
So that's where it's a bit different. So Bally's and Paris are connected. Yeah. The Paris room is maybe a 5-minute walk from here, because you have to go through Bally's and then down the connection bit. And then the Bally's side, there's 2 rooms. There's the one big one in Paris, and then there's 2 in Bally's, which is this one, and then the it's called the CBS Studio, where they've got 5 feature tables and all the other final tables are played in there, and maybe some of like the day 3s and stuff are in there as well. So it's a really good setup from what I've seen so far. Like, it doesn't seem to be any teething problems that everyone expected.
Are you actually like underground, or is it on the level floor of Bally's?
It's on the level floor of Bally's. So you know where you come in. You know the side entrance where all the cars go?
Yes.
You walk in there, turn left, straight line, and you're straight down to this bit. So
easy to find?
Really easy, yeah. I went straight in through Paris yesterday because I knew I was in the Paris ballroom. But
Yeah.
if you come, just go into Bally's and you'll find everything straight away. It's really well signposted.
World Series signs everywhere, so everybody can just really navigate it really easy.
Yeah, the World Series cafe still where it's about $20 for a hot dog, but the rest of the food stuff's good because you're on the strip, so it's pretty easy to get everything, which is it is good, and it's pretty cheap. Like the majority of stuff nearby, it's just as long as you don't go to the World Series cafe, you're all right.
Yeah, just going backwards. The flight, the baggage, the PCR tests, was it all straightforward?
Yeah, we flew from Heathrow. You've just got to show proof of your test, and that's it. We didn't get it done at Heathrow. We got it done the day before in Leeds, and you just show it. You got your result on an email and show it, and it's pretty straightforward. Like I know a lot of people are worried about, we've got to show our vaccine certificate and we've got to show our test. Yeah, it's you get to the airport, it's done within like a minute because it's just where you go to drop your bags off. You just show you just show your stuff, and
face covering is optional when you get there.
Yeah, it's just like back at home. You don't have to wear it anywhere. We didn't even have to wear masks on the flight. So yeah, everything's just as it was, apart from we're at a different venue. That's it.
Yeah,
and it's
quickly
it's
show
really
us the room. Quickly show us the room. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my days. That's amazing.
And like I say, this isn't even the biggest room. I don't think we're able to get into the bit where the feature tables are now, so I'll have to maybe take some photos and send them over to you. But yeah, all in all, a very, very positive experience, barring the lack of caches. But hopefully that'll change.
How long are you there for?
I'm only here 10 days, so I fly back next week tomorrow. But then I'm coming back out for the main event. Come back out for the main in July. So
you got a promo.
I have got a promo.
Is that why you're going back?
No, I'm coming back to play the main, but the promo I'm very, very excited.
Let's go back into it, ladies and gentlemen. Jamie Nixon live in Las Vegas in the 500. How good does that room look?
Ali's back, a different seat this time for him. A new lineup for you guys watching. I'm going to run you through. We got some tables.
Oh, we got no, we haven't.
Alexia Service in 1, grand final runner-up twice. Cammy Williamson in 2, runner-up of our last GUKPT main event. Tom Hall in 3, should need no introduction at all. 4, we have Ronnie Robinson, local here to Luton, plays this event every year. Ali Maloot, 3-time GUKPT champion in 6. Matt Ski Mask is back. Matthew Skidis in 7. Final tabled our last event in Edinburgh.
All the family I'm watching.
All the family over in the States are watching. So good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever time it is over there to you guys. In 8, Irish Open champion Ryan Mandara, and in 9 is Ariane Hassankash.
Awesome. Matthew Skidis. All the family. Quick wave to the family I'm in the States. I'm coming to see you. Well, if you're in Vegas. I hope you enjoy the final 2 hours and hope Matthew stays on the table for the final session. So we will be finishing between 12:15 and 12:30. Depending on the last number of hands.
Yes, how are we doing? Gully Math just tuned in. Evening, gents. Hope you're both well. On a little staycation with the family, so not had a chance to see much of the stream this week. Going back home Sunday morning, so we'll be home for day 3 and a little punt on the book. Enjoy it, Gully. Nice to get some time away.
Absolutely.
Macapac Chris Johnson is still in the field. Not sure how he's getting on, but still in the mix.
Hi Luke Evans, hope you're well. So final session for us, 2 hours of great poker. And the room looks busy still, looks great.
Yeah, got Ronnie there just shoving over the open. with the ace queen for 20 bigs and gets it through.
Yeah, well, nice to grab him. We just literally sent a message. PK sent a message. Are you free? When's your breaks? Do you fancy a chat? And yeah, let's have a chat. It was great. And we'll be doing that hopefully more so we can get a bit more footage.
Arian, aces this time under the gun. Raises to 1.8. Ali Malou, 10-5 of clubs on the button. Should be hitting them up, but we know Ali very unpredictable. If he finds a hand he likes, he's going to go with it. And going to call here for 1.8k. 6-5 off for Ryan, he's in as well. How are we doing? Ancient Sofa enjoyed the Vegas interview, very jealous of Jamie. Queen 7 deuce rainbow board here. So Arian here, even in three-way situation, going to size down on this board. Go very small here and opts for third 2.2 into 6.6. And that will be that for the hand.
Unorthodox clicking from the small button. I made a big fold as well to just trip it out. I thought this guy's keeping up on. You spoke about it after, that's what made me laugh.
Yeah, I tend to. I don't know.
So Mr. Malou is back after his exploits before. We actually caught up with him and said, Ali, what were you doing? Just said
Yep, Jamie will be playing the main gully. Jamie Nixon will be flicking in the main at the start of July.
yeah, he's doing
If you want to catch that full interview with Jamie, you can find it on our Facebook page at Grosvenor Poker. If you missed any of it and you want to watch it back, see what Mr. Nixon's up to out there, it's all on the socials at Grosvenor Poker.
Or just rewind Twitch to the breaks and it's on there.
Do you rewind Twitch?
You can, can't you? Can you?
Only YouTube, I
Or is
think.
it? Can you watch it tomorrow?
Yeah, I think so.
Once it's been captured and recorded. It's on Twitch for about 2 weeks, isn't it? Apparently. It's definitely on YouTube. We're stood in one of the rooms. Uh-oh, Kev Allen's wandering about. We're just talking about. I saw him because he's re-entered again. So he's just bust out on one of the outer tables. So I'm walking through, we were talking about Vegas. He says, hey, you going? I says, yeah. He says, so where you staying? So I just told him, he says, obviously, he says, well, I've paid him for the last 2 weeks. I'm going to have a month in the win.
Queen 10 of hearts for Ronnie. Should be opening this one, even off a 25 big blind stack. Makes it 16. Ali here, calling the Queen Jack on Ronnie's direct left. 10-4 from that. Just going to hit the muck. All his family over in the States watching, mum, dad, they want to see his face.
They do.
They can't even see it.
They
Just
want-
see a pair of glasses
They
poking
want
out.
him to smile at them and wave to the camera.
That's what I mean. I ended up just being like,
somebody actually said it's not really him. And it's somebody who can play poker.
Five, 3, 3, 2 club board. Ronnie just continuing for a 2k hit, and that's going to be job
If
done.
we do the winning interview,
Yes.
I wouldn't even know what it looked like. Go and find Matthew for winning interview tower. We're walking around looking for somebody that looks. Unless he's wearing what he's wearing, we're done in.
I can't remember the purple.
Any ice creams about?
They stay there forever. When you're trying to go to sleep.
I'll tell you what you do here in Turkey a lot. When you're walking around the Skeg Vegas kind of shops and everybody wants your money and come and buy this, come and buy that. You see loads of little ice cream shops. They just shout, ice cream, you scream, licky, licky, licky. And it just tickles me every time I hear it. Ice cream, you scream. Oh dear.
Jack 10 of clubs, format raising to 1.8. Action on Cammy here. Who's going to defend in the big blind? It's not Alex calling, it's Cammy defending. With Jack 7 suited.
Flop time, 7 ace king.
So just a dream flop here for Matt. We're just going to be c-betting this one almost always. It's ace king high. We've got gut shot and flush draw, so just going to be happy to bet this one. And chooses just south of third pot sizing, 1.5k. And Cammy with bottom pair and backdoor flush draw. Not going to be going anywhere here.
Pairs the ace on the turn.
So interesting one here for Matt, because we're now going to struggle to fold out some King X once this ace pairs, making it less likely we've got an ace. Obviously Ace X never folding, so we just target some 7X and some worse club draws that perhaps we want to keep in with a double barrel. Obviously Queen Jack and Queen 10 we do fold out, which is better than us, and on this occasion Cammy does have one of those 7X holdings which has to hit the muck facing the double barrel. How are we doing, Victor? Good evening.
Good evening, Victor.
I heard about Vegas as well. They've got brand new chips, like
right,
brand spanking new chips, and apparently you can't shuffle them yet because they're so brand new. The edges haven't been worn in, and players have been struggling to do the old chip riffle with them. They're that new in Vegas. So you've got to take time for the edges to be worn in, and they've been used more. Looking forward to it. I think Tower's looking forward to it next week as well.
Absolutely.
I can't wait to get out. Cammy ace 10 of hearts here. 20 bigs facing a hijack open from Ryan. In it goes. Pretty standard stuff. And it's going to get Ryan to fold the pocket fives. He's going to ask for a count, but Ryan's not going to call this one off with fives here. Either flipping or in a crush spot. Sometimes he'll rock up with deuces through fours, but more often than not we're in a flip or crushed situation. But nice to see Cammy take that shove spot off of 20 bigs. What events will I be playing? I think I'm going to be obviously in the main event. I'm going to play when I get out there. There's hopefully a satellite for the 50k. I'm going to have one shot, I think, at trying to get into that, and then probably a 5k PLO. There's a 2k Hold'em / PLO out there. There's a £1 million bounty tournament as well, and then maybe the 5k 6 max. So That would probably be it, I think, and then other little comps in between. I might play a Venetian or something like that, but the main ones out there are going to be the main, the $1 Million Bounty, and the PLO / Hold'em.
I wonder when they're going to make you pull out your bounty tickets. So would you knock somebody out of me straight away? So is that what? So bounties will only come in on day 2 or something? We make it easier. Obviously, a multi-day, multi-flight bounty is a lot easier to manage. Imagine the $1 million going on the first ticket. How devastated would everybody be?
Everyone. Who's basically.
I actually think it'd change the way you approach the rest of the tournament.
You'd be on a bit of downer, wouldn't you? Yeah. Be like, oh, it's not going to be me that wins $1 million. Old TJ's won it, and he's not even past level 1 yet, and he's out the door and he's into the next comp.
I'll be playing some little sides, $200 mainly, a couple of 250s. You have a daily 250. There's a daily 200. I'll try and find a couple of seniors events as well. I've not checked the actual atlas itself to cement some tournaments, but I'll definitely be playing a little bit more than I normally do, I must admit.
Yeah, Sam. My main game now really is the dealer's choice game. So I know it's not limit. I play pot limit mostly in the Players Championship. Obviously, our limit games, but I'd still love to get amongst it. I saw a picture on Twitter actually from someone playing in Vegas. There was just a 3-6 Raz game. And they go, this is a raised pot, and the cards shown were like King, Jack, 9, and something else. They were like, this is a raised pot here at Resorts World in a Raz game. But it does look very, very juicy out there. And Riggy's playing the seniors tonight at the Win, says Gully Math.
Playing the seniors tonight at the Win, a nice one. So Riggy, I think he'll do well.
87 of hearts, Ryan making it 1.8.
Yeah, the Golden Nugget downtown uses a big festival as well. They have a lot of seniors, but the main seniors in the World Series I won't be there for, so I've already come back. And we'll be heading to London for the GUKPT when that's on.
Ace deuce 7, 2-spade board here. Ryan flopping top 2, loving life on this flop. Continues for a little bit more than 20%. Ali just going to get out of the way. Queen 5 can't be continuing here, although Ali Malou is Ali Malou. He is going to let it go, and rightly so. Would have run into it of Ryan. How are you doing, Slim, mate? On the rail for Ronnie Boy in seat 4. It was funny, Slim. I was sat there playing the MIDI the other day. Some guy come and sat at my table, and he looked at me and went, "You're right, Jay." And I was looking at him, and I just kept looking at him. I didn't know where he was from. It was Connor from the Dun Cow about 10 years ago, and he was sitting there at the table. I literally forgot what he looked like. He was like, "Connor, Dun Cow." I was like, "God, mate, it's been so long." He's got a beard now and everything. He's probably thinking the same about me, to be fair. But yeah, it was quite funny. Didn't even recognise him. Ace Queen, Tom Hall here, faced with +2 open from Alex. Both options available. This deep, 80 odd bigs, happy to just flat with position. Obviously going to be in a bit of hurt if we do 3-bet, and Alex does opt to 4-bet in this scenario, so Tom calling on this occasion, but can mix in some 3-bets as well. Ali Malou in the small blind with 7-6 here, and not relinquished his hand yet.
How's he approaching this now, Ali?
Well,
last bullet of the day.
Yeah, it's a fold, but Ali sometimes has a rush of blood, and there we go. 7-6 off. Ali Malou doing Ali Malou things. We've missed it. We missed it last season, but he is back this year, and boy, he has not changed. In the money goes with the 7-6 for what is 27 bigs. And back on Alexios here.
Is YouTube back on? Yes, it is. I'm watching it now. And just go to GUKPT rather than GUKPT live stream, because for some reason it doesn't come up as the first link. But it's definitely on. I've got it on now. Ali's got 7-6 off.
And there's the call from Tom Hall. So Ali leaving himself with one chip back.
I think Tom's saying I owe you one.
Well, has flopped the gut shot here, Ali. He's all in. Tom will make the call with ace queen high. Out in front, but still fading 4s, 7s and 6s.
Ali Malou is heading to the rail. Unless he finds one of these middling cards.
There it is. Dead on the turn for Tom Hall. Just the check mark goes the way of Ali Malou. Ali Malou doing Ali Malou things. And wry smile from Tom Hall, takes it in good grace. And Ali back up to just sub 50k. Always an entertaining stream when this man's around. Gully Math, hope Jay doesn't have too much success or we may lose him to Poker Go and the likes when they find out about his commentating background. I wouldn't be going anywhere.
Here comes Darren Clark, the dealer.
Darren Clark, the dealer.
He looks like Darren Clark in his heyday. Oh!
Yeah, but like, it's more fun if there's
Give him a redraw.
sweat on the river. Like, we get to have 2 cards per card, not 1. I want to have fun. That's why I'm here. I was having a great time pre-flop, actually. I was really excited to call. And then, yeah. I saw the flop, I was like, I'm dead. Why do you think I left you?
Won't be funny here and you telling Nick Schulman to shuffle off and go get the tea run. Imagine.
Think straight, he's the best. He's, in my opinion, one of the best, one of my favourites to watch and listen to. Unbelievable knowledge of the game. Really comes across as a nice guy as well. How are we doing? Doom131 on Twitch, first time on stream. Hello everyone, welcome. This is day 1B of the main event here in Luton. It's a £1,250 buy-in and we are in the last session of the day. We finish up around 12:30, so we've got about 2 hours just under left remaining. I might just choosing to complete the King 10 of clubs here personally versus an Ali Limp. Might just bump this one up and try and get heads up versus Ali, even being out of position with such a lovely looking hand. Ace King 4 Rainbow is the board. So Ali flops best with the Ace Deuce and the 5.9. Matt can't go anywhere here with second pair and some plausible backdoors.
How much was your flight?
And a king on the turn. Matt loves to see that. Turning trips and quick check back here from Ali. This is where we're probably going to see Matt lead here. Try and get some value from some potential ace-x of Ali. Matt checks the King 10. Didn't opt to lead here, maybe thinking Ali would bet an ace for value when check to. from Ali's perspective. Very hard to get called by worse with ace deuce there. We're just going to check that one back. We're not getting heroes from 4x. We're probably not getting heroes from like 5s through 8s. So something to take into account and think about as Matt as well. Got to think about, is Ali ever going to bet his weaker ace x there? Because he limp button, he's going to probably open like ace 8 off plus. So once we take a lot of the stronger ace x out of his range, then it's only going to be the lower down ace x, which are probably never going to value bet because they're not getting called by worse. So probably gives us even more reason to lead as Matt there with the king 10. But on this occasion, went for the sneaky check result and it didn't work. Tom Jack 10 raises to 1.8, and ace 9 of clubs here for Ronnie. Just lets that one go. Could definitely continue with that hand, but Ronnie takes the tighter approach. Ali's in on the button, in the cutoff. 8-3 of clubs. I just love watching him tower. It's just different. It's not the norm that we see, just normal hands, normal continue range pre-flop. It's a real mixture of holdings, and it can be a very good watch for you guys at home. I do love it when Ali's on our featured table. Tom Hall hit, king high rainbow, driest board texture we can get, so can choose a very small sizing. And then opts for 1.6 into 5.6, so opts for just south of 30%. With an 8 and backdoor clubs, never going anywhere.
Turns a 6 of hearts.
Yeah, versus Ali, I'm probably shutting down here now as Tom Hall tower. Don't think Ali's the type to fold an 8 to a second barrel. And he's definitely not folding the king, so what hands is he calling on this flop that we're going to fold out with a turn barrel? Only really the deuce x, and then maybe like some floats with like backdoor straight and flush draw. Now Ali firing 1.2 into 8.8. Tiny little sizing here from Ali Malou. 7th pot. Fold from Tom.
Can we only got 3k?
Yes. I think he's very short. I saw his stack a second ago. I double checked. It looked around that.
Second in Edinburgh.
Well, he chopped it. Obviously second on the results, but they did end up doing a chop. Cammy and Gary Armstrong a couple of weeks ago when Tara and I were in Edinburgh for leg 4. So pocket 7s for Ronnie. First in, going to be opening. That makes it 1.6k. Got Matt here in the cut-off with 9-8 off. That should be hitting the muck, as it does. Ryan's out the way on the button.
Alex in City 1 defends the big. So we're off to the flop. Ace 10 queen, 2 hearts.
Yeah, not the best board for Ronnie in terms of particular hand, but good board in terms of range versus big blind. And just continues in a quick raise from Alexios there. Surprised to see him raise this board, but quick fold from Ronnie. Can't really do anything with the 7s once faced with a raise there. Even up against a Jack 9 of hearts, we're technically behind in terms of equity.
I mean, cash, no, but for the week it's a fun week. Like everyone's getting drunk. I think this year the schedule's better for the rest. It's more expensive. The people who are actually coming for that comp, they won't really be able to play all the rest. No, the live's only 150, but all the other side events is like 500.
320 total entries.
Oh no.
Get your money out, son.
I better disappear for a few months.
You might, yeah, yeah, £5 a man starting now.
It's a fun week.
We've already done one, Victor. We had a giveaway earlier on.
We did the Rubik's Cube
Yes, we did.
at the start of level. When was it? 6?
After the dinner break, yeah,
Yeah.
when we come back after the dinner.
Start of level number 5. It was 6 PM. We did the Rubik's Cube. He solved it in exactly 2 minutes. And you're right about Mitch Einem, he is a good player.
Yep, we got a few more to give away over the course of the weekend. I think we're going to do one per day. So,
Yeah.
and then obviously we've got the live stream free roll as always on the
Indeed.
Sunday for you guys.
Indeed, indeed.
Tower's got it now. Here we go.
Got it now, here we go.
He's even
We're
got
on
the
it.
specs on for it.
I'll tell you what, I need it to see these. Right, we're on it. Right, we're going. Right, we're off. Right, 5 yellows, we're on it. Can't believe it. I'm amazing at this. I think I should do that and then that. And then maybe that. And then spin it round. And then do that. And then bring that round there like that. And then maybe twist that one down and pull that one across. Twice. To pull that one back. To bring that one across. And now we've only got 4.
You just put it back in the same place.
I'm just getting used to the cube. Just getting used to the cube.
Okay.
Okay.
What odds can we get on Tower having this done by Sunday?
500s.
500s.
Easy. Easy 500s. It has to be 500s. It can't be anything else. It really can't be anything else.
Well, that's where you're going wrong, Gully, straight away. I get as far as doing one side of Rubik's and then I can't seem to progress. You don't want to do sides, that's going to get you in trouble. You want to look at the cube in terms of layers rather than sides, if that makes sense. There's 3 layers, a top layer, a middle layer, a bottom layer. If you look at it from that perspective, it might become a little bit easier.
Oh, I've done a layer. I'm amazing, me.
Because the problem is, if you're just getting sides and you're trying to get the right colour, the orientation of the single cube may not be correct and in the correct place. However, if you're looking at it in terms of layers, it would be in the correct place.
Why is it so mathematical?
Trimmed to 66 to 1 now. I'll leave Tower with that. I'll concentrate on the hand. Cami stack was
Back with you in a
incorrect.
minute, boys. Back with you in a minute.
So Cami stack has been corrected, and we're going to raise here off of just over 20 bigs on the bottom with the jack 7 suited. And Tom here, ace 8 of hearts versus a button open, could definitely free bet this one for sure. Obviously flat is never going to be a problem either, but that just chooses to shove. Ronnie's out of the way and Cami will be doing the exact same thing. So I'm guessing Ronnie's, what's Ronnie got? 40, 44, 43 big blinds, okay. 46. Oh, he's done it. He's done a side.
Because it's not for people from Rotherham. You're not wrong. See, now I know it's not about size, you see, it's all about layers. That's what I've been going on for 41 years.
There we go.
Oh my days.
But see, like, you see this isn't right because the layer's wrong. You see, all this has to be matching as well.
Oh,
so you've got to do
right.
it like that. So that's where you're going to start getting yourself in a bit of bother. Because
Yeah. How can a white be in the wrong place when you go to the right place? That's crazy, man. Got you. See what you mean now. Always learning.
So pocket sixes from Matt makes it 1.8. And Ali with the ace-5 in the big blind. Going to be defending the ace here, I expect.
Flop time. Ace-5, sixes. 8, 10, jack. Not the best flop for sixes.
Yeah, not the best flop for ace-5 either. Under the gun open from us is Matt. Probably going to have more checks on the jack 10-8, I think, than we are bets. But king and diamonds on the turn. Maybe a card that we see Matt delay continue on here. Delay continue from Matt, like it on this turn card, which should be a lot better for us, especially once we check flop as well. And he's just out of the way with the ace-5. You think this one's hard with the 4x4x4 because there's no centerpiece, if that makes sense. You know, like this piece, the centerpiece on a 3x3 will never change.
Right,
it will always stay in the same place. However, on a 4x4, because it's a block of 4 squares as the centerpiece changes. So you can be solving the cube, you think you're done, and then you get something which is called parity, and you have to go for a whole nother algorithm to fix the parity, and then go back to the place you're at. Same with a 6x6. It's probably the same with an 8x8. I've never done an 8x8, but it's yeah, right. You're like a 4x4. If you get parity, it can be a proper mind boggle.
Wowzers! Good evening, Ali. Good evening, Ryan's mum.
How are we doing, Ryan's
Ali Campbell's #1 fan.
Ryan's mum.
Red wine. It's up to you. Ooh.
He's really trying, guys. He is trying. I'll give him his dues. Ali ace-9 in the small blind on blind here with Matthew Skidis. .875. 2 club board. So, gut shot for Ali up and down for Matt. Ali's ace high still out in front, but Ali does turn the straight. And check once more.
Ali Malou going to collect in a few more chips. Only a very small pot against Matt Skidis.
And Tim says, I tried one for 1 week but didn't go. Mine ended up not 1 cube but about 25 when I threw it against the wall.
I've got to do some studying today, Ali. Ali Law. I've got to do some studying today, seeing as though we're back the winner of the Oaks. Told everybody in the world what was going to win it.
Yeah, you did, Tuesday.
No, I told them today.
Yeah.
Tuesday. Finished at 7-1, I backed it at 8-1. It came in at 8. It was just there, it was easy. Won by a snotter. Brandon's against the favourite, apparently. So we shall have it on tomorrow morning. We're going to do a Towers treble for the Epsom meeting tomorrow. That's exactly what we're doing. Keep you in the mood.
Shall we get some beers or what? Beer? It's very cold. It's okay. There's banner on the outside. Yeah, everyone on the last couple of levels is happy to take it easy.
Yeah, right.
When you fly to the mall?
I put quite a bit on changing of the guard in the week after it being tipped. I put quite a bit on. It's now been drawn in stall 16, so going to have to run the race of its life now.
It's in the outside stall, is it? Okay.
Cammy makes it 1.8.
Penny Smith. It's great.
And that on the button suited wheel ace here. That's just Cammy stack size. Just happy to call here. It's horrible for us when we free bet and get ripped on this map because we have to then call it off with the ace 4 suited, so better to flat because of that. Always be aware of stack sizes in the pot. How are you going to study the form tower? You'll probably still be going doing the cue.
That's true.
He's trying, he is really giving himself a good try. King, queen, rainbow board, small bet from Cammy. What you expect to see, one of these board textures we can go really small on as the opener from EP, and does choose 1.2 into 5.6. So 20% from Cammy. Watching someone do one of these cues, I have no idea what they're doing. It's quite funny actually. Thanks. You're literally one move away from completing the layer, and you literally just went the whole opposite direction.
You're trying to say you're laughing at me?
Yeah.
Is that what you're trying to say?
You'll get there. You'll get there.
Is that what you're trying to say? You're laughing at me? What I'm going to put with you, ladies and gentlemen.
We're gonna teach you. We're gonna teach you.
It's what I'm going to put up with. Being laughed at.
And I'll give you another tip as well. Oh, no. It's better to get the edge pieces in first rather than the corner pieces.
What's an edge in the corner? The same thing?
So no, corners are on the corner, the edge are all these bits, so the middle bits of the flat bits.
Well, why is the middle then?
Because the terminology for cubing is edge piece.
No wonder I never did it.
Ronnie ace 4 hearts limps in here for 800. Is that right? No, it must be right. Alex checking his option.
Hi, Chris Kember. We are good, thank you very much. We're on the final session of the evening. We're an hour and 20 minutes to go until the end of play today. Numbers are great. 320 the last time we saw, about 15 minutes ago. And a couple of eliminations in the room. We lost Bixie. We lost Danny Pike. We lost Neo Neophyto. Charles Akadira. TJ's gone.
He had 70k.
TJ's gone. 70,000 he had, and he's now gone. And Gary Miller is the last person out at this moment in time. Out of the 321, we're down to 62. So there we go.
Sam says you'll have the last light tower when I do my pieces on the overs unders bet. What am I doing at the moment? 20 quid, 4 over.
No, there's only one over.
Oh, only one over.
321.
3, 2, 1. I'm doing a fiver.
You're doing the Ted Rogers. Don't ask. That's your mum.
Never really understood. Who quoted this off?
Is Big Trevor still in? Yes. Trevor Reeland still in the mix. Guillem busted on our featured table a couple of sessions ago, but he has had a re-entry, so he is playing today.
Not AI, the solver, because it's quite deterministic, right? It doesn't decide anything, it doesn't take any decisions, it just solves.
Okay.
So the question is, who set the parameters to solve?
Yeah, what's the...
If it's an AI, it starts off not being an AI, and then by the end of the solution, it's technically some sort of like super fucking Pokemon. No, well, what I'm saying is like, you put it's got no intelligence.
So Aaron comes to the table in scene number 5. Raises to 1.760,000.
Yeah, this is
And Arian in with the Cowboys. That's a raise to 6,000.
a bit loose from Aaron. Not going to be good opening this hand from +2, no matter what our stack, especially at this table as well. It's not exactly a soft table. I know we got Ali Malou as a bit of a wild card, but Alexis Zervos, runner-up at the grand final. Cammy can play, we saw that in Scotland. Tom Hall, Ryan Mandara, not really the table you're going to be wanting opening light from EP on. You are going to be met with some punishment more often than not. Just got to keep practicing.
Just not like say that question here, but like Domo is playing, for example, like he plays certain spots very unorthodox, but when they run it through the sim or whatever, it seems to be like, wow,
Ace 2 diamonds for Ali.
amazing choice.
Just call in here for 800, and that should be ISO in here somewhere around 2.4k, 3x remat. But it's just going to overlimp. If I'm Matt, personally just want to get heads up versus Ali here with a hand with great playability and position. Going to choose to limp in, and that's going to bring Arian in with the freeze. Also limping in. And Tom's going to have option here to check or raise, and takes the first option. Next 4 way to the flop.
Don't know whether that one plays like his goal is to play purely GTO or he plays exploitable. I think he plays very exploitable. He plays like very exploitable. Like, he knows what GTO is.
And he knows how to exploit it.
4, 5, 10, 2 clubs. So freeze of Arian here. Still out in front. Still out in front on this 10 turn. And Tom just going to take initiative here now. Tom really good at these sort of spots. Just being aware that once flop checks through here in this limp coup, Ali's going to probably bet his 10x. Matt will as well, and Arian in position. So we're the player here most likely to have a 10, and Tom just aware of that and taking a stab with the 7-8 and going to get that one through. Nice little pick up with the worst of it. We'll call it quits, Kev. We'll call it quits, because to be honest with you, I'm never, the only time I'm in the area now, it's like once every 6 weeks or something, and it's only to pop in to see mum and dad, so I don't think I'll be there at least for a long time to give you your dough. So I think it's best we call it quits rather than having another bet for day 2. We'll obviously keep it going in next leg when I'm back in Reading. We'll have another bet, but we'll just call it quits for now.
You're a nice lad.
Ali, law. What happens if when they throw the cards they accidentally flip over? Is it a void hand or carries with people knowing the dead cards, and is there any punishment? Never seen it happen, but the way they flick to chuck them short will happen quite a bit. Yeah, it does happen quite a bit. Cards can be exposed. What will happen is the card that has been exposed will go as the burn card, and the player's card that was exposed, the player will get the burn card to replace the card that was exposed, if that makes sense. So you get the burn card and your card goes as the burn. So they just switch the cards around, so it doesn't really affect anything. Everyone at the table knows the exposed cards. You get a new card, which would be the burn, and then your card goes as the first burn for the flop. And there's no punishment for it unless a player does it deliberately. Sometimes, more often than not, I see cards exposed when the dealer's dealing to C2 or C8, when he deals a card and it just catches the player's hand in 1 or 9 accidentally and flips over. But no punishment if the dealer exposes your hand. And yeah, when they're folding, they're nothing, no punishment either. It's just your hand would be exposed, and the whole table will know what your hand is, and you will not get a penalty for it, assuming it was accidental. Take that on the flight with you to Vegas, and time will fly. There you are. He's done it. He's actually done it. He's actually done it. You haven't.
I haven't done it.
You've got the top layer. You've got the top layer. The top layer is perfect. Well, nearly perfect. One move away from perfect.
Can't be any more perfect than that.
Yep. There we are. There we are. He's got the layer. He's got the one layer. Now work on the second tower.
Easy. Yeah, if the dealer does think it's deliberate, there'll be a floor called, and it'll be a warning for the players and stuff like that. But most of the time, it's accidental or just been a bit too elaborate slinging in the cards.
And now, next tip: after you've done the first layer,
Yeah.
think about what pieces. Look around the cube. Give it a little study. What pieces need to go where, and then that's the first thing you do before you move anything.
Well, obviously the blues need to go to the blues.
Yeah, but which blue goes in which blue bit?
Oh.
And then you can start manoeuvring like that. He's going to have it done by the end of tonight, guys. Forget Sunday. Give it an hour and a half time. When we close up, there's going to be a complete Rubik's Cube, and it's not going to be myself that's done it. Yeah, we're nearly into the last level of the day. Just over 10 minutes left of the clock.
Alan Kessler straight away and Dom did it. It's just like stuck with my gun and just see if I could push it left. Yeah, it was Alan Kessler, it was a chainsaw.
Does anyone actually know who it was? Sally. You go all in like this fellow, most of the time, and you can't do that. Like multiple deals, multiple players backing up the field.
Okay, making it 1.7 in the hijack. And Aaron here with the jacks. 3-bet into 5k. I've seen a lot of players this weekend 3-bet way too small out of the blinds, and I just think, as Aaron here, sub 3x is just really small here out of the blinds of the jacks. Prefer at least towards 6k remit. However, it may actually get Ali involved here with the King 10 of diamonds. Is Ali going to invest 6 bigs here to see a flop with a King 10? Nope. Offsuit A7, Ace 8 here for Cammy. like deeper here, might choose to peel because of the attractive price he's getting, but this short just going to have to get out of the way. But,
32 in the turbo, 32, just 5 unique entries, surprisingly. You usually get a lot more than that for the turbo, unique entries. So just 32 in the turbo, 322 in total.
So hard and painful all the time now. Like there's some stuff that just can't be done. Like some of the jams I've seen on Big Mobile Taylor recently have been ridiculous. I think you get really good, and then you get so good that you start.
And what I will say as well, the top 8 layer is the easiest, the middle layer is the second easiest, and when you get to the last layer, that's the hardest.
Is it really?
Because the other pieces move as well. But
yeah.
But no, done well. Looks good from there. Orient making it 1.8. With the ace jack of diamonds, Alex just call in here with the 10s. And ladies for Aaron. What a spot to find them. What size of choice is he going to go for? 5.3. Once again, not too on point with his sizings, Aaron, but maybe just likes free betting a smaller size. In this situation with an open and call position, probably want to be going around the 7k remit. But Aaron once again opts for a really small free bet here, and means we are going to get both players come along here for the ride. I think even if we free bet to the standard sizing, still going to get calls from both opponents this deep. But we've got freeway action here and a free bet pot, guys, so potential to see some fireworks with these holdings. Not going to be too many because no player with a heart, and Aaron flopping top set here on Queen 8-6. And just going to c-bet, and that should be that. I think Alexios would peel the 10s with a heart in them, but I think 10s without a heart, probably just going to let it go. He's going to call once. We are, I guess, still ahead of some ace king, ace jack with a heart, hands like this.
Exactly what he does, makes the call. Turn fills up for Aaron.
4 clubs on the river. And Alexis going to block now once Aaron checks back the turn. Blocks for 3.5k, the old 10% up. And going to be met with the bad news pretty quickly.
Yeah. Aaron comes over the top, and Alex will probably get out of the way.
Yeah, no, he'll let this one go. So we block so we can fold to this raise here, but we do need to have some nutted hands in our block range as well, just to stop us from being exploited. If our opponents are aware we're going to do this with hands like we have in this occasion, as well as maybe some nutted hands, then less inclined to get bluffed in these spots. But Alex not insta-folding here, so maybe thinking that Aaron's never going to do this with a queen. I think kings and aces would be a pretty nice raise here versus this sizing, even without a heart in them. Ace queen with the ace of hearts, probably bottom end of hands I'm going to raise. Maybe just a bit of a non-believer here, Alexios. The thing is, I guess he could just have some bare ace or king of hearts potentially, but Alexio still pays it off with the 10s.
He does.
So annoying. I've done it as well. I've been there before. You get to a spot on the river, you're like, right, I'm going to block here for like 10-15%, and then fold to a raise, and then you do the block bet. Your opponent raises, and now you're like, oh god, why? And then you end up calling it off. I've been there many a time, and sometimes you just talk yourself into a call, because then once they raise, you think to yourself, you level yourself sometimes into thinking they're only raising here because I've bet so small they could have a whole host of hands. But a lot of the time that's not the case. You will obviously get raised bluffs some of the time, but more often than not it's just either going to be a call from the opponent or a fold. But with queens full, they're obviously always raising as Aaron.
Final level on its way. The clock is red, 3 minutes and counting of the final time before the blinds go up, and the level 9 is on its way, about a minute's time. What, 3 minutes time?
Where are you and Jay and Tower from, or where is home?
Originally from Rotherham, live in Blackpool myself.
Yeah, I'm from...
All right, a suitcase.
yeah, that's me as well actually. I'm originally from Hertfordshire, and living in Brum at the moment. I won't say the whole word because Sal laughs at me every time I pronounce it. Ali Malou limping, 5 deuce on the button, and Matt here in the small, not going to complete the king 3 for 400 more. Ryan with the quick check. Haven't seen Ryan play a hand yet, Tower. I think he's more engulfed in his phone. Playing 17 tables on his.
It'll be talking to the wife.
10-inch screen. No, you can see him. He's
He'll
playing
be
about
chatting to the wife. You know what he's like.
Yeah, Gully's answered it for you, Ali Law regarding speaking to your opponent, throwing heads up.
Ali Law, home of the Chuckle Brothers and the Millers, absolutely. To me. To you. The mighty Millers in the championship next year. Fixtures come out in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, don't do it. That is the point of blocking there, so we can fold to a raise. But what I'm saying is, sometimes you just sit there and you get a gut feel that you just level yourself. You get like that gut feel that your opponent's now only raised here because we've chose a 10-15% sizing, and they're just attacking that sizing, and they can be pretty wide because of that. And I'm not saying that we should call it off. I'm saying that I've been there before, like Alex, block bet, and then had like a feeling that my opponent's now bluffing me and been incorrect. I'm saying it does happen. Obviously the idea is to bet 10-15% and then fold with that particular holding, but we will also need to incorporate some nutted hands into our range to go that size as well, just to protect ourselves. Ali, 2.5k with the gutter ball, and Aaron going to peel with the queen 10. Ace of hearts on the turn. And 10 on the river. And check from Aaron. Ali checks behind, and it's Ali to show first as the aggressor, and just chooses to muck.
The 6 high.
So one more level left to go today, guys. Finished up about 12:30. I'm going to do one more tea run if you fancy it, Tower.
Oh, that's a great show.
I'm going to get a coffee last.
Aaron looks like being one of the chip leaders in the room as well. 210k. One more level to play tonight, plus the certain number of hands at the end of the night. However many that will be. Room is starting to empty with players being eliminated. Last couple of people out, we saw Gary Miller, Phil Tate, Ravi Sheth, who was on our table last session, and Gary Wilson, and we have also lost Sam Hinton.
We open 7-2.
Yeah, very rare you're going to get collusion in a very rare you're going to get collusion in a televised tournament, especially when you just sling them in the muck. If you're trying to get all the chips in the tournament, but yeah, you don't have to show your hand. Only time you do have to show both cards is all in and a call situation. All cards must be shown. Ace 4-9 flop. $200k. One of the chip leaders in the room is Aaron, size number 5. Tom's got 138. Ali Miller on 46. Did we put this table together ourselves? Absolutely not. This is the way they've been playing all the time. Every time a re-entry comes in, they go to an empty seat. Absolutely. This is definitely just one table from the outer tables that was pulled to do the feature table. Ali Malua's had a couple of re-entries. Tom Hall's had a re-entry. They just come down and sit down. So yeah, it's pretty random for us.
Run out of milk. Again, I put the last bit of milk in your cup, you
Good
see?
lad.
I
Good lad.
didn't want to hear about any cows going on strike this time.
That's over 6,500 for the £500. The 2-day ones to buy in. Hey.
Question. And then it settles down.
Aces for Arian, making it 2.2.
It's so hard.
I'm just non-functional. Like, to the point where I've got to yeah. Do you know what I feel had this CBD oil? Yes.
So Aaron here, running hot, flopping trip sevens on this 7-7-8 board, and Arian here with the aces.
He's going to do chunks. 4 of spades on the turn.
Might check this one behind though, tower. It'll be a well-timed check. Honesty versus big blind range can have a lot of 7x here. And we do put ourselves in the blender. Times that we do get raised on this turn. I think like versus like button or cut off, heads up against any other part, I'd just probably go bet, but versus big blind might start checking at some point on this 2-7 board. Aaron once more just playing it pretty slow. And now probably just bet fold. I guess if we bet turn, just try and get called by some 8x perhaps, and then if we get raised, just have to let the aces go. On this King of Diamonds river, it's clean as can be. Really try and get the maximum from some 8x holdings of our opponent. So 5s for 8.5k. And about to be met with some bad news here, Arian, because Aaron's going to bump this one up with the trip sevens. Just decides to shove here. And as I said, just going to bet fold here as Arian. I don't think Aaron's ever going to be bluffing in this spot. So just give him credit for a 7 or 6-5 and we move on. I like the value bet on this King River. Try and get called by some 8x potentially. King X of clubs, King X of spades. But now once we're raised here, just got to let it go. Don't fall in love with the boots. Great fold from Arian there, just understanding the situation, how fine to bet that river, but once we get raised versus big blind who is going to have a whole host of 7x, we can just let it go.
Final level of the day, 325. 3 more entries. 3 more entries since the last time we saw. Sam Hinton and Cammy Williamson. Last 2 out.
Cammy's gone when I got the teeth. I didn't even realise that. I just heard you saying bust and I was thinking, is he not sat at the feature table? But he's disappeared. How'd he go? Gone. Just gone.
And then, but it's mad, like, Farrow's head just like broke off into like endless amount of pieces, like perfect symmetry, mad bright colours, just crazy. Yeah, exactly.
Pocket 2s for Aaron here and Ali never folding 8-9 suited.
No, oh, I thought they were in then. I thought he picked all the chips up and they were going over the line yet again. Ah, yeah, 7s into jacks. Tom Hall had the jacks.
Thanks everyone.
2, 3, 4 flop for Ali Malou.
No good for Ali, but Aaron here, after losing a few of his chips with the boots, he's gonna not really get any back here because Ali with a 9-8 of clubs not gonna get any action. He's gonna take the pot. Just gonna fire here with our set, build a pot. Mick the Mod, you are spot on, sir.
I was here. I was crying him to be tea because Cammy lost. I like talking to Cammy. Said he's having a re-entry.
If you ever get a chance to try it, have you done it?
Treat himself when he was while he was on holiday, so it was the best thing he did. So just under 40, just over 45 minutes to go until the end of this session, and then a certain number of hands do get drawn around about 10 minutes on the clock.
See a limp here from Alexios with the Jack 10 off. Choosing to limp in off this stack size. Centexual rooting for Tom Hall. Says go on Jabra. Continue for Alex, or just bet not continue because it was a limp pot, but firing once check to him. And Ali going to call with his middle pair. And pings straight on the river here. Alexios loves to see that 9 roll off and fires for what looks fairly hefty. Is that 6k? Yep. Yeah, pot size. Round just under 90%. And Ali Malou makes a good fold. Rob Adams, help me out here. I've seen a couple of things on Twitter about Binley Mega Chippy, but I have no idea what it is. Seems like a bit of a trend at the moment. You heard about it, Tower?
Never. What is it?
I don't know.
I just thought it was a place called Binley that had a great chip shop.
Yeah, but I've just seen loads of tweets and stuff about it, and Rob Adams now just put it in the chat, and I have no idea what's been going on. Magician says that is what it is. Yeah, I know it's a chippy, but I don't know what's the big fuss. What's the fuss about it?
Ah, Bingley. There is, yeah, absolutely. Bingley near Bradford.
Josh says, guy in the hoodie next to Ali, is he American by any chance? Yes, he is. That is Matthew Skides. He has all the family watching from the States. Right, thank you. That's all I needed, Keith. That's the answer I was looking for.
Featured in a song.
It was featured in a song.
Now you'll be YouTubing the song.
Now it's had loads of attention. Makes sense. Thank you for that, Keith. So Alex opening here, +1, and Aaron choosing to 3-bet the Queen Jack of Diamonds.
And Rob Adams has come up with the exact answer. Someone posted about a fish and chip shop in Binley near Coventry. Nothing unusual or spectacular, but people are coming 500 miles to go to the chippy. Okay.
I think it was next to Spirit Wine. I don't know if you've heard of it. The company's called Spirit Wine. Yeah, they do it in like the...
Straight up. Thank you very much.
Yeah. This one I think was like, it was like a rainforest type. That's where the say camp is more like a hotel. I mean it's expensive, it's like a 10 grand trip. But you get like within the rainforest you're in like wooden chalets or whatever. It's nice. It's a lovely set, you get good service. But then your day-to-day shit's like meditating, you're at the bar, and just like doing singing and shit, and then you do like ayahuasca trips together.
Jack 10 for Tom. Under the gun +1, raising up.
Yeah, the Simpsons movie, isn't it? Pretty sure it's the movie. He has to go see the fucking the healer to like save the town.
Ace A7 rainbow flop. Arian flopping trips. Checks it over to Tom. Go really small here, tower. Oxford just south of quarter.
Like it. Tom knows. Option with the turn being the 4 of spades. Arian checks.
Yeah, this is just shut down central for Tom.
Absolutely.
And he'll know that as well. Once he gets called on this Ace A7 board, like Ranger hands that's going to be calling us as basically Ace X and 7X and maybe some like pocket pairs in there as well. So he is going to actually double barrel here, Tom. Right, you're going for 2.8, so maybe trying to target some of like 3s, deuces, 5s, 6s, because the 7's never folding for this size. And obviously an ace never going to be folding either, so surprised to see the double barrel from Tom. Will have his reasons for it, I'm sure. But 4 on the end now.
Check trying to induce another bet from Tom. I would be very surprised if one comes in.
Once Tom's been caught twice here, Tower, I'd be shocked if this is a third barrel from him. Unless he wants to target specifically a 7. And if Tom bets here, that's what he's doing. He's going for value versus a 7x holding. Tom Hall shows Jack 10 and the A6 for Arian is good.
Which he did shut down on the river.
I guess that I'm intrigued about the turn barrel. I'm pretty intrigued. I may have to ask him about that one. think going that size, we're just never folding out a 7, we're never folding out an ace, so we sort of target such a condensed range of hands there, like deuces, 3s, 5s, that's about it. All the other hands that call flop are going to be calling this turn as well. Unless Tom thinks Arian's the type of player to call some like King Queen, King Jack suited with backdoors there potentially.
The last level of the day, super numbers, 325 in total. Great line set, but it has been beaten. 191 today. Down to the last 40 minutes. Did you notice how busy the club was, or did you not venture up?
Well, it's not mega busy, it's not packed out every table, but yeah, there's a bit of atmosphere in that.
The deep fried Mars ball was originally done as a joke because somebody advertised in Scotland that we batter anything, and somebody fetched in a Mars bar and said, "Here, batter this," so they did, and that's how it came about. So I'm led to believe. Yeah, I've had deep fried banana and deep fried pineapple. Battered pineapple's lovely. (10-4) Queen. They both turn 2 pair. I don't think anyone's folding. So Tom will bet 3.5. What's 4.7? Cool. I'm going to chop this up because nobody will be folding. Well, there's a 9 or a jack for it's a bit of sweats. See what happens. Oh, there's the 9. I don't think I should be too worried about a jack. King jack maybe.
We're going to block tower. It does block for 1 big. Saw him do this earlier at the 100 level, Tom.
And there's the raise.
Oh, thin value raise from Arian here with the Queen 8, targeting some worse 2 pairs. And Tom getting this price now 8-1, just can't fold tower. 3k to win 24k. 8-1 on our money, only needs to be right 12.5% of the time to make this a good call. Throws it in, Queen 8. And Queen 8.
Oh, come on, I got a 10.
Should have hit him with a no good, Tom. Should have hit him with a no
I didn't
good.
think it was
When he
a
showed his hand. Give him the anti-slow roll.
No, I wouldn't do that. That's why I did it. I wouldn't like go, oh, Queen 8, Queen 10. No. That's exactly why I to pretend.
Well, here, Tony, how are you doing, mate? Tony Crick in the chat on Facebook. Probably in support of Ronnie in seat 4. DCM.
Turn my hand into a stupid bluff.
You say about the music was a chop off.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I did.
Ace King for Aaron. Making it 2.5. And Ali here in +1. Thinking about continuing here with the A6 off. And he's going to free bet. And it's going to be all timed. Because once he gets back to Aaron, he's going to be met with the bad news. I think Aaron's probably just going to send him in for 40 bigs effective here. Should do.
Still got that ace jack, king jack, ace 9, king 9, quite a few bluffs. So, I like your play. I'm not saying he's a turn raiser, and then it's got weird if you did.
There's the all in, and Ali Malou will fold this one. If it was like a 4-5 suited, I'd say you may call, he may fold, but A6 off. Not gonna be calling this one off as Ali Malou.
Again.
No, Ryan's not been involved at all. You're absolutely right.
He hasn't played a hand. Literally not played a single hand.
He's played a lot on his phone.
Yeah.
Span loving life. You can hear Span's laugh in the background, can't you? Very distinctive. Vinnie Musson, third in Blackpool last year. Sat round there talking to PK. Ace King 6, 2 spades.
I know.
Yeah, is it? I'm pretty sure.
Not 2 hour clocks anywhere else. We're 11.
That's what I thought was told me, it was a 2 hour clock. Obviously not. I
Hour,
haven't
and
played
they even made it like 50 minutes. They do
I've never played it.
or maybe
You go deep. Yeah, yeah.
I like him as well. It's a nice casino there. Yes. Good food there as well, that steakhouse.
Much better location than the
King Queen for Alex. King Queen for Ronnie. Is this going to be on a King Queen board?
live close to the bigs.
So 1 king queen gets out of the way. It's 2-5 flop.
No, I'm not in I live on the
Ali takes the lead. Check calls the bet from Alex. Nine on the turn. Battles the turn.
Yeah, it's an ace-high board. We're the opener. Going to be a lot better for us. So just put in the range foot down here. And just attacking some 5x and deuce x of Ali, as well as some gut shots. And Alex gets that one through.
I quite like commentaries,
Not a stroll away from the right. You know, everywhere else we can see.
Half an hour to go of the day. Certain number of hands will be played at the end of the night. Usually 4, 5 or 6. Ali's in with a Queen 10.
Queen 10, 34 bigs over a button open here. It's going to get snapped off from Aaron.
Absolutely. One of the chip leaders in the room, if not the chip leader in the room.
Yeah, I'd be so shocked if anyone's got more than 10x starting tower other than Aaron.
How much is it, please? 34,000.
Versus Ali, this is a pretty snappy snap.
Yeah.
When we're on the button and Ali's in the small here, Ali knows we're going to open so wide in the button, which means he can shove just as wide. Usually in this scenario, I'd say to you guys, is our opponent ever going to shove ace-10 for this amount of big blinds? And the answer to that would usually be no. But we have a significant opponent in question here, that is Ali Malou, and Ali Malou can have any ace-x here. We can see Queen 10 offs even in there for 30 plus bigs. And it's button versus small as well. It's a bit different if we open gun and Ali shoves small, but this is crazy tower that he's in the tank, but should be a snap, but he's thinking about it. Rightfully going to take his time, take as long as he needs. Just can never fold this one, surely. It's Ali Malou. Do you know who Ali Malou is? Aaron, he must not know Ali.
Absolutely not. He's going to make the call.
There we go. There we go.
Jack's safe. Jack Hardcastle says if he folds here, I'm retiring for the GUKPT. You're safe, Jack.
Back.
How's the cattle running to 500? Are you still in the 500 homecoming or whatever it's called? Yeah, definitely doesn't know Ali Malou is. Was Aaron. We need his queen or a 10 or Ali Malou, that's it.
That's it, dead on the turn.
Dead on the turn, Ali Malou is out.
And Aaron's up to 267k, which is a huge day one stack.
Massive. Chip leader in the room by a mile.
Yeah, and we've got probably about 40 minutes left to go. Jack, you can. Do you know what? You can actually probably get here. Well, I know. If you leave now, you can buy in for day 2
in
tomorrow.
12 hours time.
Yep.
He's still in the 500. We've just seen a video that Katie Swift sent of some 3 guys playing guitars, serenading somebody, and all you can hear was the laugh of Katie Swift.
I was saying that was an auto response, no matter.
If you stay until next week, Jack, I'll come and give you a cuddle. How's that? Make you feel better.
But no, you don't have a good enough job to make me recognise the song.
You know, you've got like a GoPro, you put it on your head and it does your point of view.
Yeah.
I think what we need for WSOP, like Jack's Plan 500, is the opposite, that just video records his face and his facial expressions as he's playing throughout the comp.
That would be amazing.
I can imagine some of the antics going on in the homecoming over in Vegas right now. I don't even want to know any hand histories. Tower's still on the Rubik's Cube.
Yeah, I've messed it all up now. Messed it all up. We'll have another go on the plane over. Absolutely. They're all special.
Sometimes it feels like you gotta pay every £20.
It's Maron, 92.3 in the cut-off. And Ryan hasn't played a hand yet. 9-7 of diamonds hits the muck.
Genuinely happened. Like that's a new, like each year is like the perfect amazing choice.
So we lose Ali Malou. He departs.
And we can bring ourselves to do it on the actual pitch. Like, yeah, when back to play my game. Yeah,
So 270 we think is going to be chip leading in the room. There and in seat number 5. That's what we think right now. Heading towards the last half an hour of the day. The turbo had 35 in it, and day 1B had 191. At the moment there's 90 coming back as it stands now, with half an hour to go.
Bring Span to the table, says Rob.
Has Ali Malou ever won a big tournament? He's won 2 GUKPTs. He's won over 2 million in tournament earnings.
And he's got one of the most unbelievable stats as well. He's made 8 GUKPT final tables and never had a worse finish than 3rd place out of them 8 final tables, which is insane.
When he gets to a final, he ends up in the top 3.
Always podium finish.
It's not great when that's the only out. You can't get one of them going down.
Full redraw tomorrow morning. How many entries tomorrow morning do you reckon?
16.
16?
That's the number that come to me.
16? I'm going 12.
Day 2 field in a while.
You're being mellowed. Andy Hill's still in. Andy Chip Shop's still in. Span's still in. Kev Allen's re-entered.
Half the size of normal. Everyone. Probably like 110 with day 2 buy-ins, and normally it would be like 2. He's talking around the day 2 is 2.
They don't do decent World Series. Like, you know, they do the thing where they announce about something staying in the
Matt
well.
in the hijack.
They're always making announcements.
Suited King could potentially open this one, but chooses not to.
In the early stages.
Just going to leave room. Arian with the jacks on the button. 2.2 into the big blind of Tom Hall.
Not everyone, but you know, money in general. Oh yeah.
Big TR still in, you can see down there. Is that guy Taylor sat to the side of it? No, I don't think it's not. It might be. And the picture pans round on the table where Carla's working.
I feel like money in general is a lot more.
Right now, everything's gone up, everything costs more money, and like the economy is down horrible.
I've got friends who've got businesses and they're like, business is shit, no one's spending no money sort of thing. And they're like, so like, therefore they ain't got as much money.
Yes, the Negranu one was the previous year.
It's inflation expectations as well. It's not just spot inflation.
Side event tomorrow is a £200 turbo starting at 4 p.m.
I mean, it depends. Depends where, and you know.
But the amount of money they printed in the last 2 years is crazy, isn't it?
So if you put that in backwards, then it's sure the economic tax, big tax.
Tom 1.70 call. There's for Sutton.
Yeah, so the government is basically.
He's going to be raising it up. Yes, he is. It's like about 8.4. 8.8 it is.
So some people bubble do shopping.
And that'll do it.
We're not paying back. Make it seem like the debt is sustainable. Because you can have infinite debt.
Have you found with the song with the chippy in it yet?
I haven't. Do you want me to have a look?
Have a look.
See what song it is.
Some of it is to your own, you know, domestic debt, and a part of it is like I know the Chinese hold a bunch of US foreign debt, right? I don't know who holds the UK. I guess it's global, right? It's split all around.
I think it's just a made-up song about it. So I'll have a listen when I get home.
Into this?
Doesn't matter if you can.
I reckon in about 10 minutes time, guys, maybe 9 o'clock will be paused, and then we will have the remaining number of hands for the day. What we will do as well, as always, when we finish and all stacks have been bagged, we will get the chip counts for you, so you can see how everyone on the outers has done that have made it through.
It's not a song, it's the same line 3 times. Okay. That'll do it for me then. I'll not listen to it so it sticks in my head. Thank you very much, Rob. You shan't be listening to that.
9.5 of diamonds for Tom, and the cut-off makes it 2.1. And Ronnie shoving here for 28 bigs over this open from Tom. Love this. 28 big blinds, cut-off versus button. We've got a small pair, and it's Tom Hall with chips opening, so we're just going to get so many folds from Tom.
Yeah.
Shoving here for this amount. And 9.5 of diamonds is going to be one of them.
I thought he ain't going to do it the first time.
Look at Aaron's stack, that is heaps at this stage. 270k.
He's seen me fold for the past.
Jonathan Brown, what odds will you give me on Ryan playing a hand before the end of the day? It's literally not played a hand all session.
I just took fucking 2 big blinds off him. I'm sure it'll be alright. Yeah, that was a bit brutal, but
and I could afford it.
That was just instant camera back in your comment. That's what it was.
No reason. Be fucking generous. The guy's got 7-6 off, and you're saying it's bad karma to root for a sweat. Jesus Christ.
If anything, you must be.
Most people go like, oof.
Just the 4 of hearts.
4 deuce of diamonds for Aaron, opening 3x on the button here, and Ryan's in. There we go. He's in.
He's made it. He's done. That's it. He's in a hand. He is in a hand.
And he's got a pair on ace king deuce. 2 hearts. I'm going to happily check call here.
I wasn't greedy. I wasn't. No.
An ace on the turn, really nice card from Ryan's perspective, making it less likely that Aaron's hand contains an ace. And Aaron checking behind with the deuce, and it's a 4 on the river. So value bet time for Ryan here. Don't need to go too large. Probably third, something around 3.54k.
He really was like,
3.5.
It's like a subconscious thing.
I really shouldn't shove this, but I really want to.
And we do beat some bluffs here as Aaron, I guess. Bricked out hearts, some queen 10, queen jack, jack 10.
But then I'm like, yeah, I don't need to, like, what am I going to do? And then you were like,
A pure bluff catcher here with a 4 deuce.
yeah,
You know what the sicko move here, Tower, would just be to rip with the boat blockers. But he's going to pay it off with the 4 deuce. And gets the bad news, king queen for Ryan.
Ryan plays one hand and wins one hand.
Yeah,
that's all
it.
you need to do.
1 for 1, Tower.
1 for 1 this session. That's all you need to do.
I'm supposed to flag some good hands for this reason as well. It's Terry. Terry nuts.
I would have loved to have seen it, Jack. Yeah. Would have loved to see it with a 4 deuce.
Absolutely. Where's the best place you've eaten so far, Jack? While you've been out there? I need to try new things when I come over. I had some tripe soup in Turkey last week. Tripe soup? Tripe soup. With chunks of tripe in it. Tripe soup. And the guy in the restaurant fetched over some vinegar and said, you put the vinegar in the soup. So we did. And ate the soup.
Was it nice?
It was absolutely delicious.
Ace queen for Tom Hall.
Last 6 hands, by the way.
Ah, included.
Just been announced.
Okay, so this is 1 of 6. Tom making it 2.1 into the big blind of Aryan, who's going to defend with the 10-8 off.
Oh, sounds nice. Sushi samba. I'm going to Google.
And probably going to see Tom check this one, fairly high frequency. 8, 9, 10. And does choose the check 9 on the turn. Counterfeiting the 2 pair here of Aryan, but still potential to lead in this spot with our 10. And here does come the lead for 3,000, just a little bit more than half. Tom with the ace queen still should be paired in here with the 2 overcards and the gut shot himself. And as well as that, it's a board out the big blind that Aryan can credibly represent. Might start leading with some 7x, some jack x potentially, and some heart draws. And Tom gets the river that he wants to see. We're in the straight.
Am I taking flip-flops? You have to walk around in flip-flops. You have to play poker in flip-flops. Then you know you're in Vegas.
Tom now going for value. Fires for 6k. A quick fold from Aryan. Good fold from him. Not getting sticky with his 10. So 2 of 6, 5 more hands to go.
6 hands. I'm not sure if that was one. It should have been.
Yeah, I think that was one. Because
Yeah.
they all pause the deal and then start dealing together,
Yeah.
the dealers. So this is 2 of 6. So the button's going to finish on Ronnie in trap 4.
Samantha says at Sushi Samba you must order the green beans tempura with truffle dip. Delicious. Samantha, might just take you up on that. Sounds delicious.
So Ryan, who has been very quiet, going to be getting involved here with the 10s after an open report. Is that a free bet? From that, I think that's a yellow chip in front of Matt Skidis there, Tal. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it is a yellow chip in front of Matt. Okay, just called but made the change easier for the dealer. Okay,
Yeah.
makes sense. I thought Matt had free bet and it was graphic error, but no, it was spot on from our action tracker. Ryan was the free better with the 10s. 2 for 2, Mandara.
2 for 2, Mr. Mandara.
And we are 3 of 6.
Jack's taking me to a drag brunch.
Send pictures.
I'm in, Jack. I'll see you Tuesday.
Ronnie, what are we up to? Just ripping the kings for
Yeah.
33 bigs under the gun.
You don't want any action with the second best hand.
So much better to open. Talk about it a lot when you get like.
And please don't show them. Please don't show them.
It's unlike Ronnie. His stack might be out. His stack might be out, Tower. I'm not sure Ronnie's ever going to shove. I know Ronnie personally. I don't think he's going to shove kings
You'll have to ask him and tell us tomorrow.
for that amount.
1, 2, 3. Yeah.
There's no yellows there. It's just white chips, and there's no way.
Has he not got yellows in his left hand?
I don't think so. I think that should be a stack error for Ronnie there.
Okay.
Personally, could be wrong, but I know Ronnie. He's not just going to open rip kings for 33 bigs.
See them before I feel like what doing myself. Water and smoke.
Yeah, there's no yellow chip in that stack for sure. It's just probably about 12, 13k in ones and a few blues. So he probably had about 10, 11 bigs for the shove there. So stack size is just out. So it is a stack error there, guys. Ronnie's playing a lot less than what it says. He's got around 15 bigs, I believe, in front of him, which makes a lot more sense why he open rip the kings.
Matt Skeeters confirmed he only had 16. Nice one, Matt. Hope the family are watching. We've mentioned them often enough.
Yeah, we have.
For them not to be watching.
Hope the dog's watching too as well.
Absolutely.
Don't know if you bagged yet, Matt, because you're still here technically on delay, so I'm not going to say well done yet on making day 2, just in case disaster does happen the last couple of hands.
A7-7 flop.
This one's checked all the way down. So Tom checking twice here, maybe trying to induce something here from Aaron, and he is. Tom playing this hand in a manner that's going to earn him the maximum. C-bet flop, we take it down. Bet turn, we take it down. Checking twice, he's actually going to earn us this little extra 2.5 big blinds here with the ace-jack. Tom makes the call, and ace-jack is good.
Ace-jack is good.
Think about making it like 40,000.
Nearly ripped fucking Queen H2.
No, last hand of the day, I believe. Is this
Let's have a listen.
Ronnie's button? I made it was the last hand, and it looks like it's Ronnie's button.
It's okay. I think it's okay. I wouldn't do it.
So potentially the last hand. Didn't hear the dealer, to be fair. So, and I weren't too sure whether the first one was included in the 6.
That's the
thing
we don't know. Tom in the cut-off raises to 2.1. Either last hand of the day or penultimate. We're unaware at the moment. We will see. Matt folds the 9-5. Is the dealer going to move the button? Yes, he is. So this will be the last hand of the day. So 1 to go.
1 to go.
And then that will be it for us. With no comms cap. We'll get that fixed very shortly.
I'm laughing at you there. Must be laughing at something.
You
got a grin there.
Yeah, I know. Something's funny.
Look at that. That's a quick chat in the chat box. Must have been a joke from Penny Smith. That's what it was. We're back. So the final hand of the session and the evening. Fantastic numbers yet again in Luton. 320 was the line from this guy. Wasn't a bad shout because we ended up today with flights B and C, and in total we ended up with 191 today and 326 in total, with day 2 buy-ins. That's a 12, it's a 16, it'll be 14.
Oh my word, last hand of the day. Ronnie's got kings again, and Matt Skeedis has got the boots. So we know Ronnie's stack is out, but what a hand to finish the day here, guys. Cold deck alert.
See if we can find what it is exactly.
And Alex with a king in his hand, so Ronnie drawing super thin here. Gonna need to find a 1 out, and Matthew Skeedis is all in here. And just unfortunate for Ronnie, this is as cold as the deck comes.
Yeah, it looks like about 18,000 from Ronnie. Looks about 18,000. It's not 36, which is why the jam with the kings before made no sense. And then Matt Skeedis has got the boots to finish the final hand and hopefully make day 2. I'll make day 2 anyway because he's got that, but he's got more outs with the queens.
So gone from 1 out to 4.
4 outs with the queens.
Needed the case king.
It's a 6.
6 of diamonds on the turn, looking for that lady to keep our tournament alive for Ronnie.
And it's another ace.
Just quads.
Just the quads.
To close out the day.
We've had quad kings, we've had quad aces on the feature table today.
It's a lovely little hand.
And Ronnie is gone.
For Matt Skeedis, back end of the day, and we've got the chip counts, guys. There they all are. Everton we thought Aaron is our chip leader.
252, very nice indeed. That's a big chip lead as well.
Yeah, Mitch Hynam, 186k. That's a huge stack.
Tim's always there.
Always there, Tim Chunk. Tom Hall, some good play from him on the feature table last couple of hours. Got Alexandru Papazian, the bracelet winner, EPT winner. Just missing a GUKPT for the Triple Crown.
Absolutely. Matt Skeedis, who we're just seen there with the aces and quads, 48,540 bigs for tomorrow. Andy Backspan, he's got 40 bigs for tomorrow. Leon Campbell, Andy Hills, Ryan Mandara's on 70. There's some big names coming back for day 2. And Vinny Musson from Blackpool on 79 as well. So 47 plus 20 from day 1A, that's 67. There's 20 left in the turbo at the minute, that's 87. Plus day 2 buy-ins,
100.
Could be bang on 100 coming back for day 2. We will see you tomorrow from 12:30 here in Luton. which is 4:30 in the morning in Vegas. If you're still partying, that is. Enjoy yourselves. Tune in whenever you can, and we will see you for day 2 starting at 12:30 on the stream. It's been a great one. It's looking like about 100 runners coming back for day 2. Enjoy your evening, and we'll see you tomorrow for day 2.
Cheers, guys. Good night. Ciao, ciao.
The biggest heist in the history of humanity. The billionaires became way better off. The rest of us.
No, I'm just giving you. Thank you. Nice try. Nice one. Yeah, good luck.
Why did you reach citizenship? I did my bachelor's in Essex University and then my master's. Good luck, lads.
See you, Alex.
Tomorrow.
See you.
Tomorrow at 12 o'clock, yeah?